I've just had an absolute mare. Rich is in. It doesn't look like a bream. Oh! Hey, there you go. First cast as well. Ah! Beautiful. Red mode. Red mode. It's got a tan now. Hang on. Look at that, lovely. First one in the bag. Come on. So here we go then, welcome to this week's video. We are back at Todber Manor and we are on Wadmill. Rich is putting his bivvy up, or trying to. It's brilliant. He just set it up the wrong way. What's happening? He goes, oh, I've had enough of this, I've stabbed myself. He goes, is it better to put the pegs in first? I said, I don't know. Leave him to it, it's his bivvy. The easy shelter, bang, she's up, no problem. I better give him a hand, I suppose, don't I? Also, got Dad with me, and then Jordan's come around later. Sausage roll. Here he is, I tied him up a solid baglet. It's the first time he's going to cast out his solid bag. I told you, don't mess it up, because once it gets wet...
I'm just going to go out by this island there.
It gets wet. Eh? Yeah, I'm the other side of that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Just cast it out and leave it, is it?
Yep. Oh, leave it there.
Yeah, that's all right. Might be a bit snaggly.
Wow, yeah, you've casted it now. There we go. Dad's got his solid bag. The lines... Crikey, that's loud. The lines wrap round the branch, Dad. Yeah, I know. You'll get used to it the more you do it. Oh dear. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant. This is going to be a comedy session. Rich is already having trouble with his rigs because he's got the wrong stem for his rigs. He's like, yeah, Jordan gave them to me, but I can't put them on. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm... I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm looking after these two for the day. Oh, Jordan, hurry up and get here. Jordan's coming down at 1 o'clock, so... I can't wait till he gets here, because then he can... There's two of us to look after these two. Have you sorted it? Or are you going to use a 2p coin? What are you doing? What do you mean you got to buy it? Is it running?
No, not now.
Oh, put it back down then. Keep the bait runner on. If it's on, it'll go.
I didn't have that on, I think. I forgot about that, yeah.
If it's on, it'll pull line, it'll go.
Good job you said about that. That's my flip shot now.
I thought you was going to put like a tin lid underneath the bit of metal or something on the ground and put a 2p coin on your spool. That's how you used to do it, wasn't it? And then when the fish takes a line, a 2p drops off and it's the metal.
This is how you used to do it. Fairy liquid. Flip them on, Mush. That's what we used to do.
Graham Pullen would be very proud.
Yeah.
Right, so after all that commotion, I don't know if I've introduced the video properly. So we're at Todber Manor, we're on Wadmill, and basically it's the first time properly that my dad and my uncle have been like proper carp fishing. So I said to them, what a great place to go than obviously Todber Manor, but more specifically Wadmill. Now it's the runs water at the lake. You guys would have seen me fish here before a few times. I've done videos before here and I've had some good sessions here. I mean, usually, and I want to touch wood because I hope it changes, usually when I fish here, I get a lot of night bites. I don't tend to do so well in the day. Jordan, on the other hand, who's coming down later, he does seem to get bites during the day. Now, I don't know if that's just coincidence or what really, but we arrived at 9 AM this morning and we're off. We're doing the night and then we're off tomorrow at 1 PM. So we've got a good crack at it, over 24 hours. I think that's what's about 28 hours. And there's 4 of us. So we'd like to think we'd have a couple of fish between us all. And then, yeah, these guys' PBs are like 10, 12 pounds. So there's a good chance they're going to be getting a bucket this session as well, which I'm sure me and Jordan have a delight of chucking a bucket over them. So we've got some barbecues as well on the go. So yeah, there's going to be some cook-ups in this session, but it's all about just coming together, having a good time, catch a few fish, and come on the carp. So yeah, Dad's in that swim there. He's using my AXS. Jordan can either go in that one, or there's one next to my uncle there. So that's obviously Jordan's dad. But the one that Rich is in is where Jordan had his PB from. So I think it was £24. I'll confirm that when Jordan gets here. But this is the peg I've got. I come out second in a draw. Very happy with it. In fact, this probably would have been first choice. I've got my left-hand rod on a solid bag. I've got Parker Baits mini mix, and that's towards the edge of the island, probably half a rod length back towards us, just on the edge where the reeds are. See where that Canadian goose is now, in line with that, right on the edge, about half a rod length off. And that's in a solid bag with mini mix and an OG fish wafter. Right hand rod again, we're fruiting that wafter in that one, but it is mini mix again from Parker Baits. And I've got that one just in the margin on the edge of these reeds here. Now I've not backleaded that one because I feel like it's out of the way. It won't get in too much of an issue there if I do hook up. But the left hand one I've got a back lead on, so it goes straight down. So if the right one goes, obviously I've got room to play the fish. So there we go. That's the setup. That's how it goes. That's how it is. Once Richard's is set up and Dad's set up, I'll go and speak to them. We'll find out where they're fishing and what they're doing. And yeah, sun's coming out. Time to crack a beer. Well, I'm in the Fox Easy Shelter again. I really enjoyed using this at Little Hayes. It's just, for me, it's perfect. It really is. And I'm not just trying to say that because I'm trying to say like it's an amazing product or whatever. I genuinely believe it is an awesome product. It's sick, honestly. Like the material's like quite thick as well, but there's just the right amount of room for me. Like it's perfect for overnighters in the summer. It really, really is. So quick and easy to put up and pack down. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. But anyway, nothing to report on the fishing front. I'm going to cook up some chicken for lunch. Hopefully it's still okay. But I mean, that chicken I had at Little Hayes, I think it was fine. I haven't had any backlash from it. So yeah, cook up some chicken and hopefully, again, like I always say, we get interrupted. I mean, there is a chance I could beat a PB in here. The chances of a 30 in here are slim. There are a couple, but I don't think there's many. They're very few and far between. My target, honestly, is... Well, I don't know. It's not good to set targets, is it? Well, it is, but I just don't want to be disappointed if I don't reach those targets. That's the problem. I'll be honest with you. I want 2 carp. That is my target. 2 carp. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Well, I didn't learn from last week's video. I've still got Dave's stove. And I'm doing it again. Buffalo wings. Come on. We're having chicken. We're having chicken for lunch. Oh, with a view, and I got shade as well, so I won't get so burnt this time. Well, update over here. The man that's calling for £5 for biggest fish. What's happening?
2 roach landed and 3 off, but as soon as it's the water, they're banging it. So.
Oh, you got to run. You got to run.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's the. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's the wind on that. Yeah, watch this, look.
Bit of wind blew, yeah.
I'll put some loose feed out there of as soon as it hits the water, you've got to be a bit careful. She goes, look.
Oh, you're getting attacked by the little stuff. You're just
Yeah.
fishing for the little stuff, are you?
Well, on the float, yeah, just for a little while till the big stuff move in, but...
That makes sense though, doesn't it? I mean, you got one bite alarm out for the bigger carp, and then you've got a float on the go for, well, yeah, a little roach or whatever. Or...
Yeah, I think I was going to...
Yeah, I'll keep that covered over there, look, and it won't dry out.
Yeah.
But, what's this blue thing?
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Yeah,
Crikey.
chicken.
Oh, it stinks. Chicken, talking of chicken, I've got some on the go actually.
Thought I could smell something burning.
Burning, yeah, I've got some buffalo wings on the go. They will be, I better get back over there. Wow, let me tell you, these buffalo wings are absolutely delightful. So Dave, when you're watching this, because I know you watch these videos, mate, that is a godsend. I'm going to have to get one. These wings are getting absolutely smashed. Yeah, I've made a bit of a mess, but when do I not? I'm always making a mess. Look, I've got it all over my leg again. They're still bright red. Would you just look at that? Beautiful. I don't even care if I don't catch any fish. Look at that. Now, I know I said it in the Pondwood video. If you guys are watching this video and you haven't seen our catfish video, these guys came to Pondwood where we actually went catfishing, and we did quite well in that video. But like I said in that video, and I'm going to say it in this video, when I'm fishing with my dad and my uncle, it's not all about me and trying to catch the fish. Like, I'm just happy to be here. And then, like, obviously I want to catch a fish or two, but I genuinely want those boys to go and catch a big fish. So yeah, I mean, I've not had a sniff yet, which again, I'm not bothered about. I don't care. I'm not even resetting the rods. I'm not thinking about changing my tactics. I don't care. I just want one of those rods to go. I want one of those rods to go. So there you go. Right, here we are then, in Dad's swim. How are you going? So what's the approach today then? How are you fishing? Talk to us.
Float fish.
Float fishing on this one, yeah?
Yeah, just on the bottom. I've tried blue cheese, chicken, sweet corn, meat. They like them all. Blue cheese is the favourite.
Oh, we got a live take.
Here we go. Oh, he's off.
Oh, it's off.
Little roach again.
Little roach. Lovely. You're quite happy sat there doing that, aren't you?
Yeah, my other rod's down there. PVA bag.
Yeah, you got one in the margin. Little PVA bag. Fair enough. Have you got any targets today or this session?
Yeah, I'm going to have another 4 beers at least. That's what I want.
I like your t-shirt as well.
Yeah, cheers. Knacker cracker away.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And we know what I'm doing in my swim. So we'll move on to Richard's swim. And Richie can talk us through what he's doing, tactics and all. Hello, Rich.
Hello, mate. All right.
Yeah, what you just come over to have a look, mate. Where are you fishing and what you're doing and all that sort of stuff?
Right, I've got the right rod over towards the island there with a spicy squid wafter. Keep getting plagued by little stuff. I think it's brain. I've got the left down rod with corn under the bush there to my left. So
There you go. And you're going to stick with that approach overnight tonight?
Yeah, I'll see how it goes. I'll see how it fishes over on the island tonight. If it don't produce, I might go down to the right there and fish in the margins.
Yeah, and you got your new bivvy?
Yeah, bivvy. I'm happy with a bivvy, mate. Happy days, that is. Good
Yeah.
price as well. So
And
yeah, first time out. So
And what's your tipple?
tipple. I don't know. I think I've got to get another one,
What's
mate.
this?
To be fair, it's old Big on Hayes.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Definitely. Yeah, not Matt Hayes, but
Oh, good luck, son.
yeah. Cheers.
And here's George, just rocked up. George, have you been social media trained?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're feeling a bit fresher
There's a spider
today.
there.
It's a spider. It's alright, won't kill you.
Yeah. Lovely sun.
Have you got a message for anybody commenting on this video who may have commented in previous videos that you weren't too happy with?
What's that about?
That was funny.
Social media.
Yeah, you sent me that. I don't want to get too into it, but basically there was a comment.
Who was it?
I don't know. We're not going into it, but there was a comment when we went to Willowbank, and Jordan wasn't too happy about it. He said he felt like he was being mugged off, which was quite funny. But yeah. Anyway, talk to me. Where are you going? Right out to the island, is it?
Well, I'm a little bit stuck because I got the old man there.
That's what's been happening to Rich.
I don't know. The bloke to me left of me is going up to the edge of the island. Is that his spot? I don't know. Is it mine? I don't know.
It's Wadmill, isn't it?
So I've got my right rod over to probably the middle tree.
Yeah.
Out of the free, and then going to put my left down rod.
It's going to have to go to a margin, I guess.
Yeah. Just on the edge of them reeds, I suppose.
And if you haven't,
Have the drag type.
yeah, and if you haven't checked out our video from up here when what was it? We had over £100 of fish in 24 hours, wasn't it? Or not even that. It was a day session, wasn't it? 8 hours or something. Yes, if you go back on my channel and there's a video from Wadmill, I think it's something like we had over £100 of fish in like 8 hours.
I think it was like £80 of fish, wasn't it? Was it 80?
Or was it £80 of fish? It was something like that. And it was, we couldn't work out if it was this swim or that swim. And was that your PB?
Yeah.
And it was
21.6.
21.6. Yeah, there you go. So hopefully more of that. And there we go. I mean, everyone seems to be getting bites, but it just seems to be little stuff. I'm not even getting bites for little stuff. Trouble is, where I've got the PVA bags out, obviously it's got like a lot of little pellet and like little magic dust particles and stuff in it. So like there's a lot of little fish in here, like bream and stuff and roach and stuff, which isn't ideal. But they're obviously attacking the bait, and that's why we're getting the little knocks. But yeah, I don't know. It might have been worth. I didn't bring any with me, which is stupid. But it might have been worth bringing some like 18mm boilies or something to try and get through the smaller fish. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes tonight. Enjoy a couple of drinks and enjoy the sun. So the problem is, when I'm not catching fish, I'm too busy cooking. And I'll tell you what, since Dave gave me this, I'm sorry to go on about it, but since Dave gave me this, I can't stop using it. We've got, what do you reckon we've got this time? Greg's ain't got nothing on me. Well, I've just gone to my car, I've come back, and I've come back to Dad with a fish. Unbelievable. If you can get that hand under there, that'll be a lot better. You get his tail up, that's it. And there we go. What was that caught on?
Luncheon meat.
Bit of lunch meat on the float rod?
Yeah.
On the float rod. There you go. Happy days. Right, stay there. I'll get some photos. But there you go. First blood to the old man. Right, so the girl that was in a swim before me said she actually caught one on a 4-foot zig. So I've just tied up a zig now. And I accidentally bought long screws instead of the normal ones. So I'm going black with a tiny little bit of yellow on it just to see if that'll do anything. If not, I might take that yellow bit off. I think it looks a bit too much really, but I just don't like that I accidentally bought the wrong screws, which is annoying. I don't have any of the short ones or the normal ones, so we'll whip this out because we've been seeing fish so high in the water. So in my eyes, it makes sense to try and get a bait, I say a bait, or something up close to their face or where they're in the water. So hopefully that can do us a bite. Right, so we got both on zigs. I'm not backleading. I'm guessing you can backlead on zigs, right? I mean, it doesn't... I don't know if there's a preference on that or not, but I guess you can. So I've got halfway out. They're both halfway out. They're nowhere near the island now. The left-hand one is towards that tree, about halfway out. And this one is about halfway out towards those reeds over there, where the sort of shadow line is. So this one, the left-hand one, is at 5 1/4 foot. And the right-hand one is 5 3/4 foot. So just under 6 foot and just over 5 foot. So we'll see if we can get any action on that, but it looks like there's a boat going out. It also looks like Rich has given up with his solid bags. And we're now... Did I miss the boat?
Yeah.
Did I miss the ferry? What are you drinking there?
She's coming back.
Water?
No, it's orange.
Orange,
Juice.
oh yeah.
Out of this tin.
Oh, orange juice like that, yeah.
Big old haze.
Big haze?
Here she comes. Here she goes.
I don't know why I'm giving this airtime because, I really don't like it, but...
Look at that guy.
Sorted.
I'm in. Oh, sorry, that's...
Well, carp literally just come up right on top of my zig, and it like looked like it ate something on the water. It sort of come up and just went like, poof. And I was like, proper like nervous. I was like, go on. There's bubbles right where my zig is now. There's fish over there. There's fish on the surface over there as well. I can see them moving in the water. They're up in the water. My zigs are up high. I feel more confident on the zigs than I do fishing on the bottom right now. Well, here we go. We've had to wait a while, but finally the patience has paid off. Rich is in. It doesn't look like a bream. It's going to go straight over my zig in a minute. Oh my gosh, hang on. We'll use my bucket, it's bigger. No, it's not. I think we got the same size ones, haven't we? What about buckets? You've done that before, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
I reckon it's as big as the word on his rod. What's the word on his rod?
Giant.
Oh,
He's getting tucked in here.
oh, it's pulling. Joy, it looks like you're playing it. Put your wrist up. Like wrist up higher. Hang on. Yeah! That's quality. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to, hopefully we'll get this in and then I'll show you it when we've got it in the net. Right, so here he is. How big did he go, Rich?
about 13 in the net, so maybe £1 for the next, maybe £12 possibly.
Yeah, stay there, mate. I'll get some photos. He had a bit of a slice on his tail, but there he goes. Well, I'm Rich. Shaved the blank.
Yeah.
That's the 2 old gits that I've caught now.
I know what you're saying, Joe.
I've just had an absolute mare. Had a screaming take. Zzz, gone. Got to my rod, picked it up, and it was kiting off left, like going through Richard's swim, heading towards Jordan's swim. I've tried keeping it tight, and I just said to Jordan that, you know, our dads have caught them, we haven't yet. And just as I said that, bang, it's come off. And I was gutted. And I reeled in, and I'm even more gutted because turns out it snapped at my hook. So it goes to tell me that my knot wasn't good enough, which is gutting. It really is. I don't mind losing fish because we all lose fish, but when it's a lost fish because of it comes down to the way that you've tied your hook or your hook's pulled like that, I can only blame myself. And the most frustrating thing about it is that was exactly the same setup as the 43.5 pound cat that I caught. So I don't know. I've retied a rig. We're back out. That was the one that was at 5 1/4 wraps. So it's gone back out, same spot, 5 1/4 wraps again. This time there's no yellow on it. It's just black. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's interesting that they're taking the zigs. Both are out on zigs, and that's a very promising sign. Lads, I've just realised, and I cannot believe for the life of me what's missing from my setup. And it could be my answer. It's Billy. Oh, maybe if Billy was there, I would have landed that fish. But we're going to put him there, and hopefully it'll bring me some luck. Come on, Billy. Well, Richard's in charge of the barbecue, and he's whipping up a storm. What we got here, Rich?
We got minted lamb kebabs, pork chops, chicken, southern fried chicken goujons,
Lovely.
And some pork kebabs going on next.
Oh, we got some apple sauce on the chop as well, and Jordan's got some burgers and cheese down there, and he's bought some dessert. Look at this, caramel flapjack. Well, here we go. We've just had a bit of barbecue, and now Jordan's in, which is fantastic because that means now everyone's caught. Whoa! Apart from the noddy that can't tie a hook. Any good?
Double, maybe touch double, maybe.
At least it waited for us to have the barbecue.
Isn't that Marvin?
Oh, was it? Yeah, okay. Could have been that fish that was knocking. There was a fish knocking those reeds earlier, guys. So. She's going well. On the 9-foot dwarfs as well. Look at that. Look at the bend. It works. I like the rods, how they the rod tips like work really well when the fish is right under the rod tip. Oh, it's got some shoulders. I think it's huge, but right, as always, guys, gonna let Jordan play out this fish. I don't think it's quite ready yet, but once we got it in the net, I'll show you guys what Jordan's caught. Right, we're just weighing her up. Nice little mirror. She goes, surprisingly, quite nice. 12 pound on the nose. We haven't accounted for the sling yet, so we will account for the sling, and I'll let you know how big it goes. I reckon it's going to be just over double. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah, big shoulders.
And here it is, beautiful mirror carp, almost like a sort of slightly broken lin there, a couple of scales, maybe one missing here. Little bit of damage on the fin at the top, but apart from that, a beautiful looking fish. And look at the sort of, I said it was like an upside down sunset tail. Orange at the back and dark at the top. But well done, George, that's a cracking looking fish, mate. Where was that one caught?
The margin, left hand margin.
Left hand margin. Well done, mate. Happy days. And there it goes. Happy days. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. I've got my, not angry, but disappointed face on. And I'm treating myself to one of these to try and make myself feel better. Because I've just gone and lost another fish on that same rod, same zig, same spot. And I've got Billy Blanksaver out with me this time. So why did I not land that fish? The hook was fine. I'll tell you what, if that hook had pulled, I would have seriously questioned, and I would have sat in my bivvy for the next 10 minutes just tying hooks. I don't know. It was running, got the rod picked up. As soon as I pulled, like as soon as I put a bit of resistance against it, the hook just pulled. 2 runs, 2 losses, and where I was so confident on zigs before, I'm now starting to think I've not got it quite right. 3rd time lucky, eh? I did say 3rd time lucky, and lo and behold, the 3rd run, and we've got a fish. Now, Jordan actually lifted into this one for me, which is fair enough because he's repaid me for the one that I hit for him. So, obviously let me play it, I brought it in. But yeah, we finally got the first fish. Well, I've got my first fish, but now everyone's caught. So that's happy days. It's the first common. I think, has everyone caught a mirror? Is this the first common? It's a common, and it's a very similar size to what we have been catching. And look at that backdrop, look, the sun's going down, that looks awesome. So yeah, let's get the fish out. I don't know if I'm going to weigh him or not, probably not, but yeah, we'll get the fish out, I'll show you guys, and then yeah, first one in the bag, come on. There we go then, first one for me of the session, 11.7, lovely looking common, and I'm happy with that. At least it's the first one, breaks a blank, and there we go, beautiful. Black foam, even at Wadmill. That water's really warm, might go for a swim. Well, in last week's video I was going to show my nan the moon, because at Todber, as I say, you get really nice evenings, really nice sort of like skylines and stuff like that, and it's looking like a clear sky tonight, so I'm just going to quickly show the moon. So here's my view looking out my bivvy, and then if I turn up here, look at the moon shining up there. It's not a full moon, I tell you, it's not a million miles away, but there you go. Say, since I've moved on to the zigs, I've been having a lot more luck, a lot more takes, and yeah, it looks a lot more convincing. So as the sun goes down and the evening draws in, I'm going to stay on the zigs overnight. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but like I say, it has turned on. I've actually caught a fish now, and my target was 2, so I'm halfway there, 3rd time lucky. And again, I'm just happy that everybody's caught, because that was the main thing. As it was at Pondwood, it is here as well. I'm going to shut this up and start to prepare myself for the night. Well, I've got wind of an evening bite, and the rumours are true. Looks like a left-hand margin rod again. And you know how I was saying earlier about these 9-foot dwarfs, like what I mean by that is, like, if you look at the tip, obviously the fish is right below him, he's playing this fish right under his rod tip, and the dwarfs, the end action of that rod is so good. It's just really soft, and so that you can play that fish right under his feet, and there's not too much pressure on it. It's pretty comfortable. Here he is, the Baldy. There we go. Jordan's fish has just come in. My head torch is almost too bright for it. I don't know if I can. There you go. But yeah, this one's not massive at all. What do you say? 4 or 5 pound?
Yeah.
But what we always say,
Fish is a fish.
fish is a fish. There you go, well done, mate. Slip her back.
Get her back.
And there she goes. Boom.
Guess what?
What?
Bosh!
Wow, look at that moon shining through the clouds. That looks awesome. And look, look what's going on here. The bait boat's going out. Oh dear. And it's a lot darker than it looks on the camera. Moon shining, bait boat going out.
What more do you want?
What's going on? We've got a bit of music going on in the bivvy, haven't we?
Yeah.
What are you listening to?
That Vigo Ven on Brent's Got Talent.
The what?
That Vigo Ven.
All right.
The maid that just wears a load of high vis and just strips off.
Oh yeah. What's that on BBC iPlayer?
Nah, TikTok.
Right. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Good night. Right, and that's me turning in for the night, guys. Which is a strange one for me because my run of nighttime bites on this lake kind of continues, because the one I had was actually, we were just starting to lose light, but sorry, this is a really bad camera angle. It's a little bit on the chillier side, so I'm getting into my sleep system. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm not that bothered if I don't get any bites in the night tonight. I want a good night's sleep, and hopefully we can catch a nice couple of fish tomorrow. So I am leaving the rods out. When I say out, I mean like leaving them out in the water. So yeah, of course they could go off at any moment, but there we go. Well, good night, and then I'll see you in the morning if I don't catch anything from now until then. Good night. Well, he's only gonna caught another one. How many's that now, Jordan?
3 with 2 lost.
Well, this fish is absolutely stunning. Best looking one of the session. It's hard to pick it up because the light's shining, but I mean, if I can try and get a bit of light on it. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Beautiful. Red mode. Red mode. It's got a tan now. Hang on. Look at that, lovely. Three. Yeah, that'll do.
Nice.
Lovely. She's out in the danger zone.
Yep. She's there, mate.
Well done, mate. Tying it up. Well, good morning, people. Not a lot to report in the night. I did stay on the zigs all night, and actually I did have a run, but when I got to the rod and lifted up, there was nothing there, so I don't know whether it was, well, I don't know. I don't know if it was a liner or something just not quite hooked properly. But yeah, Jordan had something in the night. I'll go over and chat to him in a minute and we'll tell you what he had. But yeah, I've got the kettle on the go, got a white hot chocolate on the go, and guess what? I've only gone and got these. Oh, we're upgrading. It's white chocolate with like a chocolate biscuit. Let me show you. Look, white chocolate, hot chocolate, and white chocolate biscuits with like a chocolate biscuit. Well, I'm going to try and do this one-handed. Definitely quite risky because I've got my white chocolate, hot chocolate balancing in between my legs, but dunk the old white chocolate biscuit and oh, that's a fat man's dream. Double dunking now. Wow. Right, well, I thought I'd come over. I told the guys there's been an update. Jordan reckons he's taking the money.
Oh yeah.
What happened last night?
I had a bit of a busy night last night.
You did. I mean, you had the kind of night that I usually have on here.
Yeah, didn't really get much sleep. Quite a few on the old margin rod went off. Only landed one of them.
Left hand side.
Left hand side. I think I had 3 runs on that. Only 1 landed. Too busy sleeping.
But how big was that one?
What the other one? The one that's taking the money.
Yeah.
That was £15.
What time did that knock on
that
the
was
old
about
door?
12:30. 12:30 that was. And then after that I brought the rods in because I thought I can't be asked to listen to that all night.
Yeah. Well, you said it was £15, but I haven't actually seen a picture of you holding it yet.
Well, I know because you know.
I did say you could use my tripod, but
Can't be asked.
I'll put a picture on screen now. And this is the fish that's taking the money. It was common. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I thought it looked a little bit bigger, so I'll weigh it. And yeah, 15 on the nose.
Lovely, happy days. So as I didn't get much action on the zigs last night, I've decided this morning to hit the solid bags again. So I've whacked them both out on solid bags. The first one, I mean, yesterday I was fishing towards that island out there, like real tight to it. But obviously I wasn't getting much luck. So what I've done is I've brought it probably about, well, I brought it quite far off it now, so it's probably about 3/4 of the way across towards the island there. And then the right hand one, funny actually, I messed up the cast. As I cast out, I accidentally flicked the bayline back over as it was going out, so it kind of stopped it. But I mean, it doesn't really matter too much in this lake. There's so many fish in here anyway, so I've got a solid bag out towards those reeds over there, probably, well, not even, maybe 1/4 of the way out. So there we go. That's the plan of action today. Hit the solid bags, and hopefully we can nick another one. My target was 2. Come on, Billy, don't let me down. I mean, I've lost 2 anyway, so I should be on 3, but it is what it is. And there we go. I'm just sat on the edge of my swim. Bivvy's away. A lot of things are packed away, actually. I've just got the essentials, net and the sling and hook and mat still out, just in case we catch a last-minute fish. But we've probably got an hour or so to go. Very, very quiet morning. We've had a bit of grub. But Dad says before we leave, we all have to go over to his swim. We all need to catch a silverfish. So, or a carp. So, I'm going to head over there and get mine done. But this was a brilliant social trip, and the main thing for me is that everybody caught. Nobody blanked, so everyone goes home happy. I thought it would be a little bit more prolific. I mean, Wadmill usually produces a lot of fish. I'm quite surprised actually that the biggest fish was 15. I thought between us we'd all have a few more, and I thought that one of us could do a 20, because they are in here. There are a few in here. But I think the problem is there are so many little fish in here, and even like the bream and the roach, they're a nightmare for solid bags. So I think if I came back here again, I'd bring bigger bait. I mean, I wasn't really prepared in terms of bait, because I didn't treat this as like a serious session. Like I say, I was coming down with these boys, wanted them to catch a fish. You know, we've now been catfishing. They've all caught a catfish. We've been carp fishing. They've all caught a carp. So it's good. It is really good. But the fishing has been a bit tough here. And it's interesting as well, is like all my 3 runs came on zigs, or 4 runs, sorry, came on zigs. And I've not had a sniff on a solid bags, which is interesting, but I don't know. I just decided to put the solid bags on today. I'm not going to bother with the zigs again. I have to say we've got about an hour left. So yeah, if we don't catch another carp, I'm going to cut to the section now where we've got to go and catch a silverfish from Dad's swim.
Flick it out softly. What's that? There we go. Look at that. First cast.
Well, there we go. First cast, no problem. Took me 20 seconds, not even that, 10 seconds. Lovely. Roach. Here we go then. Dad's caught his. That's not a roach. Is that a roach? It's almost like a...
Like a hybrid, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, it is it's like a roach without red fins. Well, I did ask Rich and Jordan.
Catch them all day long.
Yeah, look at that.
Get him back wet.
Here we go then. Jordan decided to play the game. You can't leave until you catch one, Mush. That's the rules. Looks like Richard's staying here.
That's it, Mush.
Oh, he's in a danger zone. Is he in a danger zone there, Dad?
Up the touch. Yeah, he's in the danger zone there.
He's in the danger zone.
Yeah.
He remembers these days.
Good old days, Jordan.
The old danger zone. Danger zone days.
Sorry there, Mush. You might be a while.
Oh, you got an uplift there, haven't you? Slow up there.
That's where I caught.
Oh! Hey, there you go. First cast as well. Oh!
Unlucky, Joey.
Good
Shout out, Mush.
Ah,
I was just going to say that's where I caught my carp there. But I say, the
Watch him send this out and catch a 25-pounder, new PV now on that reel. Playing it on that reel. Look at the reel. What is it, Dad?
Garcia Mitchell.
Garcia Mitchell. Look at that.
Cost loads during the day, didn't it?
Yeah, during the day, son.
During the war.
You got a 13-foot float rod. Look at this 13-foot float rod. Look at it. Cork handle. Lovely. You don't even have a screw on for where the reel goes. It's like 2 metal clips that you just squeeze down together. Oh, hey!
It's gone again.
Here he goes, he's gone sweet corn this time. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. At least the corn stays on. Yeah, how long before the float goes then? Bish, bash, bosh! Oh, there it is! Right on cue as well. And it's a roach.
I can go home now.
Yeah, you can go home now. Let's have a look. Do you want a photo with it?
Yeah.
Look how look at the sweet corns, almost as big as his head. Yeah, there you go. There's your roach. Richard, look like Richard's staying. So we are now all packed away and in the car, ready to go home. But before we go home, and before you switch off this video, just check this out, because we're just going to go somewhere on the way home, because you've got to end the session right. We start the session right, we end the session right. Check this out. And now I am back home. Oh, that really did fill me up. But I just want to say a quick shout out before I end this video. Quick shout out to everybody that I met as well, because every time I go fishing, especially at Todber Manor, somebody always recognises me, or they say they watch my videos. So it's genuinely really nice to meet everybody. Really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody that watches the videos. There was a couple of girls, and one of the girls' dad was there. They're on a road trip this week. They're going to different places and fishing different places. So good luck to you guys. And also, I think there was a guy called Sean. I think his name was Sean. So big shout out to you, mate. I know we had a decent chat on the bank. So yeah, good luck on Willow Bank, mate. Keep hunting big red. And honestly, like it baffles me. It blows me away that people come up to me when I'm fishing and just say that they watch my videos and stuff like that. So I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. But I'm going to end this video. So thank you for watching this one. Please go down, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bish, bash, bosh.